Now look what happens in chapter 3:16 is Christ's baptism of Matthew. Now what does chapter 4, verse 1 say? That he was led into the wilderness to be what? Tempted. Now, here's something. I want you to think about this. Jesus went straight from his baptism into the wilderness of temptation. Guess what? In Matthew 28, it said as soon as someone gets saved, they're supposed to be baptized. Jesus went right from his baptism into the wilderness of temptation, and so do most believers. They just don't know it. Jesus knew it. Jesus knew he was going to face the devil. And he was prepared with the Word of God. And that's this next element. Jesus was watchful. He was ready. And where I get that from is in Matthew 26, and we could get there later. He says, watch and pray that you enter not into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. And what he said is, anybody that's saved and feeding on the Word of God realizes that Satan has one goal. He wants to nudge us. He doesn't have to make all of us burst into a newspaper office and shoot and mow down 12 people like those brothers did in Paris that's been on the news all week. He doesn't need us to shoot up a supermarket like the other one did. All he has to do is just nudge us away from obeying the Lord. And then we're kind of like my pen. When my pen does not do what it was designed to do, it's not useful. If Satan can get us just off from what God designed and called us to do, we're not useful. And that's all he wants to do. He doesn't want to make everybody into a serial rapist or a mainline heroin user, sticking the needle in your veins. He doesn't want everybody doing horrible stuff. He just wants us to not be useful to God. Does it matter how unuseful we are if we're not useful? Any uselessness counts. And so Jesus said, be watchful and watch out.